The Americans want to limit the speed of the development of China, and they try to slow down as much as possible some of the dynamic evolutions in some strategic sectors. It won't help because in the end, in a way or another, those developments will get the necessary results not only in China but also in terms of trade with other countries. In my opinion, this is a compliment to the Belt and Road Initiative. It is, a way of saying this is too successful. When China tries to get some counterbalance measures, they say that there is an economic coercion. But well, of course, the countries which are getting the credits or are signing the projects have to be aware that this is not for free. These are economic projects, and they have to be paid back. So one or two examples out of several hundreds which have been successful cannot be taken seriously as a reason to talk about economic coercion. And by the way, in some cases, the United States, through IMF or the World Bank, did real pressure on some other countries. And I know some examples of that. I know from our experience in Romania that in some cases, the Americans used what we have called democratic conditionality, in the sense that you don't get the necessary support because you have black hair, for instance. This is a way to block different things, to put someone on the corner without real reasons. And that's why human rights, minority rights, were the tools used by the Americans in some cases. In Eastern Europe, at least, you can find a lot of examples of this kind. So I'm sure that China will allow people to go there to see exactly what is happening. This is what we have done when we have been criticized for this kind of things. But these are the main subjects used by the Americans in some cases. Well, obviously, human rights, minority rights, state of law, justice, corruption, and so on and so forth.
European Union and China today have extensive
coordination d'intensifier nos échanges.
Europe is in a difficult position due to the Ukrainian conflict, due to the fact that a lot of resources and a lot of energy from Europe is driven to Ukraine to support a certain American strategy. This is unfortunately very painful for the Europeans. That's why most of them would like the conflict in Ukraine to be stopped. The Americans, on the other side, would like Russia to bleed, would like to have this kind of proxy war. And of course, for Europe is in a very difficult situation. I hope they will understand that also in terms of relations with China, Europe should develop its own strategy.